It is 6 a.m., not 6:05, not 6:01. The alarm goes off at 6 a.m., and you are already awake. You've been awake for a few minutes, lying still, not scrolling, not thinking about the day, just lying there, breathing. This is the first thing you learn on day 1. Cristiano Ronaldo does not wake up reluctant. He wakes up ready. That is not a disposition, it is a practice. The routine begins before your feet touch the floor. 5 naps per day, each one 90 minutes. Sleep science calls this polyphasic sleep. Ronaldo's personal trainer, Javier Fernandez, has described it as the foundation of everything. Your body does not run on a single 7-hour block. It runs on 5 recovery windows, spread across the day, each one engineered to maximize growth hormone release and muscle repair. You set 5 alarms. You realize almost immediately that you do not have a life that fits 5 90-minute naps. The diet comes next. 6 meals a day. No alcohol, no sugar, almost no processed food. Chicken, fish, eggs, avocado and olive oil, whole grains, salad and fruit. Jorge Mendes, Ronaldo's agent, has said that Ronaldo's body fat sits below 10%. At his physical prime, during his time at Real Madrid, it was reportedly closer to 7. You go to the grocery store. You spend 3 times what you normally spend. You cook 4 times a day because you cannot afford the meals pre-prepared. The first 2 days, you are hungry in a way you did not expect. Not hungry because you are eating less, hungry because your body is confused. It wants the sugar it normally gets, the caffeine, the convenience. By day 4, the headaches start. This is normal. Ronaldo's nutritionist, Georgina Rodriguez, has spoken in interviews about the discipline required to maintain the eating structure, even on rest days, even on holidays, even at 2 a.m. after a match. There are no cheat days on the record. Training begins at 9 a.m. In Cristiano's professional calendar, the session runs 3 to 4 hours. It is not weight training the way most people understand weight training. It is targeted, explosive, focused on the muscles that directly govern sprint speed, vertical leap, and sustained stamina over 90 minutes. Ronaldo's standing jump has been measured at 78 centimeters. For reference, the NBA average is around 69. He is a footballer who jumps higher than most professional basketball players. That number did not come from the gym. It came from years of deliberate, obsessive repetition of a specific movement under load. The glutes, the calves, the hip flexors, the same motions again and again, until the muscle itself remembers them without instruction. You follow the best publicly documented version of the training split. You find it on a fitness website. It is not the actual protocol. No one outside Ronaldo's inner circle has the actual protocol. On day 5, your legs stop working properly on the stairs. Ronaldo has spoken about the mirror directly. I work hard every day in training and try to show that I am a good player, but I am also always pushing myself to be better. He has said this, or versions of this, dozens of times. It sounds like a press conference answer, like something you say because someone is holding a microphone, except the behavior behind it is consistent across 20 years. The hours in the gym after training ends, the extra free kicks when the other players have gone home. The story his former Manchester United teammate Gary Neville tells, that Ronaldo would stay behind and practice specific moves until they got them right. Not until he was tired, until they were right. There is a version of this story with the step-over. The first year at Old Trafford, Ronaldo could do the step-over at full speed in practice. He could not do it in a match, not reliably, not under pressure. So he practiced it, at match speed, against resistance, thousands of times. By his second season, the step-over was the most feared move in the Premier League. You are on day 7.
You have followed the schedule for 3 days straight and broken it for 4. You write that down in a notebook. You don't know why you write it down. You just do. Day 10. You wake up at 6 a.m. You lie there. You do not feel ready. You feel like you need 6 more hours. This is where the psychology begins to matter. Cristiano Ronaldo was born in Funchal, Madeira on February 5, 1985. He was the youngest of 4 children. His father, José Denise Avero, worked as a municipal gardener and also a kit man for a local football club. They lived in a house so small that all 4 children shared a room. He left home at 12 years old to join the academy at Sporting CP in Lisbon, alone, at 12. He had a heart condition at 14 that required surgery. The surgery went well. He was back on the pitch within weeks. At Sporting's academy, the other boys mocked his Madeiran accent. He cried. He kept coming back. You are lying in a warm bed at 6 a.m., struggling to sit up. You sit up. Day 15. Halfway. You have lost 3 pounds. Your resting heart rate has dropped 4 beats per minute. Your legs no longer fail on the stairs. You have also been tired in a way that sits behind your eyes for 11 days. Not sleepy, tired. The specific fatigue that comes from asking your body to do more than it is currently built for. Ronaldo's former physio at Manchester United described his recovery capacity as unlike anything I have seen in professional sport. After matches, while other players needed 48 hours, Ronaldo was ready to train the next day. That is not natural, it is constructed. Years of sleep protocols, targeted nutrition, cold therapy, and body maintenance that functions more like maintaining a Formula One car than living in a human body. You are not building that in 30 days. You are building something else. You are starting to understand the gap. The biggest thing I have learned in my career is that talent alone is not enough. Ronaldo said this in a 2015 interview. He was right about that. The alarm goes off at 6 a.m. You are awake before it sounds. For 30 days, you woke up early and trained, and ate clean, and slept, and did it again. You did not become Cristiano Ronaldo. That was never the point. The point is, the alarm went off at 6 a.m. on day 1, and it felt like punishment. It goes off now, and it feels like a choice. That is the only distance you actually crossed. He crossed it 20 years ago, at 12 years old, in a dormitory room in Lisbon, alone. I've never been afraid of hard work. Never. He said that. The alarm goes off. You get up. If this hits something, drop one word in the comments. The word that describes what you felt when you actually sat up on day 5, when every part of you wanted to stay down. Just one word, that's all. Subscribe if you want to go deeper on what elite performance actually looks like from the inside, not the highlight reel, the 6 a.m. version.